Residents searched for survivors at the Bath Consolidated School in Michigan in 1927 after Andrew Keogh, a disgruntled school board member, set off explosions that killed 38 children, 5 adults and himself. It has become a familiar jolt. You see an alert on your phone. Turn on CNN or stop scrolling Facebook and absorb the news. There's been a mass shooting. Someone with a handgun or a rifle has killed several people, or a dozen, or scores, and the toll is likely to rise. Sign up for the morning briefing newsletter. This moment of distressing recognition isn't new. Even if mass killings have grown more common and the weapons more powerful. At various times in the first half of the 20th century, Americans picked up the newspaper to see that a man had committed an act of unthinkable violence. As has been the case with the Las Vegas shooting, the motive wasn't always immediately clear, and when it did emerge, mystery inevitably still surrounded the question of why the killer thought his grievance justified the deaths of innocent people. Here's a look at 3 mass killings by lone assailants from before 1950. Carried out with bullets and bombs. A shooting in Kansas. 1903, 9 people were killed after Gilbert Twigg opened fire with a 12-gauge shotgun at a concert in Winfield, Conn. In August 1903, he killed himself at the scene. A letter was found among Twigg's belongings indicating that he planned the massacre some days ago. According to a New York Times article published several days afterward, the article went on, it appears that Twigg was disappointed several years ago in a love affair, and that he had brooded over it to such an extent that he was convinced the citizens of Winfield were making light of his troubles. He wrote that he had harmed no man and had never violated the laws of his country, and that the deed he was about to perpetrate was for the purpose of getting even with those who had shunned him and interested themselves unnecessarily in his affairs. After the maniacal deed, the Times reported, quite a large sum of money was found upon Twigg's person. The shooting was an uncommon type of attack at the time, and has been called the precursor of modern mass shootings. The Bath School disaster. 1927, Andrew Keogh, a school board treasurer in Bath Township, Mich., planted explosives under the local school months in advance before killing his wife, bombing his farm and setting off explosions at the school that killed 38 children, 5 adults and himself. Keogh, a farmer who had struggled to pay his mortgage,